Today's order at our little home cafe is a latte. The order was placed by me, to be made by me. A latte is definitely my favourite coffee drink. It's my favourite to make at home, and it's also my most ordered drink when we go out as well to a coffee shop. I am partial to a flat white and a mocha every now and then, but I mainly reach for a latte. I'm going to be using my favourite cup for a latte. I find that the cup that I'm drinking from really has an effect on my experience with the drink. These ones are 10-ounce cups and it's the perfect amount of coffee for a latte, in my humble opinion anyway. So the tamper that we use is the Norm Core auto leveling tamper, and we switched from a manual hand tamper over to this one because I was struggling with getting my hand over the top of it. I've got small hands, so I wasn't able to consistently tamp, and as you can see here, when I'm pressing down, the tamper was lifting up. I wasn't able to push it down enough to be able to get consistent pressure, so we're going to switch this out. It came with 3 springs, and I believe the lowest spring pressure that you can put on is 15 pounds, so we're going to switch that out and give that a go, and hopefully I can get a little bit more consistent with it. We had an issue recently with some of our coffees coming out tasting quite weird. The first thing we did to try and troubleshoot it, because we'd not experienced it before, was checking the milk. Now the milk was in date and was fine, so we ended up doing a thorough clean of the coffee machine. We do a thorough clean once a month anyway, but we did an extra clean with kefir powder just to try and flush everything out in case there's any old coffee stuck in there, any milk in the steam wand, anything like that. So we gave it a good flush out and it seemed to solve the problem. This one pulled about 34 grams in 32 seconds. It was still a nice coffee, but it was ever so slightly on the sour side. That could be down to my puck prep with my issue with the tamper, or it also could be because I stopped it just a little short of where I actually wanted it to be. Usually pull around the 35 mark, which I've been finding has been getting me that sweet spot, right in the middle, nice and balanced with a lot of the flavours and the notes coming through from the coffee. I wanted to say thank you for the comments that I got in my last video. Unfortunately, it was a little bit of a fail. When pouring my latte art, I failed to keep my coffee in the cup. It happened to me a few times and I was starting to get a little frustrated, and I was a little confused as to why it was happening so much. But a few people said they've had it happen to them as well, so that made me feel a little bit better about it. And one of the great things about filming our workflows is we get to watch back and troubleshoot where we went wrong. If something didn't quite go right, we can look back and try and figure out what it is that we did wrong, and hopefully we can learn from that and develop as we go forward. One of the things that I've been focusing on with my latte art is trying to slow down when I'm mixing. I watched back some footage and I noticed that when I was mixing in my base, I was doing it a little bit aggressively. So I've been trying to slow that down and take my time when I'm building that base. I want to get a nice solid canvas for pouring my design on. This one didn't turn out quite how I'd hoped. Looking at it now, it kind of looks like a little bit of a heart balloon, which is kind of cute, but it's not what I was going for. I can see that I didn't lift enough when I was doing the draw through. So unfortunately, it's dragged the shape of the heart. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.